Okay, it looks like that we have streamers and gamers, and they're going to be entering the boxing ring. And I'm not talking about FaZe Temper or Jake Paul right now, because oh boy, do we have a spicy one for you guys today. From Twitter's golden boy, Jake Lucky, talking about getting in the boxing ring against Kimstar, or with Kimstar. That would be the main event. Then you have New York subliners Aiden, who's going out going crazy on the Twitter timeline saying, hey, watch out for this guy named Vap. Even though he claims to have all these earnings, he still has scammed you out of $2,500 in wagers. And hell, we could even have Cypher PK and Nick Merckx be the promoters of it. So just sit back and watch today's episode for you guys to understand exactly what I'm talking about. Not too long ago, you had Nick Merckx and Cypher PK on stream talking about the I Showed Speed situation. If you kind of live under a rock or you've been just away from the internet for the past few days, Speed is a young kid who kind of went off the cusp and got a lot of traction when Jake Lucky, the golden boy of Twitter, kind of called him out for some crazy behavior. Really, this situation got blown completely out of the water when Kimstar blew up on Jake Lucky and said that he was a racist and that he just calls people out and that he makes a living off of calling people out on the behaviors of others. It was just a really weird situation that had no foundation, no backing. However, on Nick Merckx and Cypher PK's discussion on the I Show Speed situation, they both agreed that, yo, what he said was just completely out of pocket. It was just crossing the line. However, he doesn't need to be taken off the platform completely.
OD.
Yeah.
OD. But he's a little kid, though, man. I mean,
Talk to West.
Everybody go to West.
I should be on West.
I think
Every
Aiden might
clip
not
I've
be.
seen him is him just like yelling top of his lungs like nonstop.
Yeah, but some of the clips are fucking hilarious, though.
Alright, now I'm West.
But there's like the shit where he that clip that Jake Sucky tweeted out was crazy. It was going nuts, man.
That's where it kind of crosses the line because you got that many people watching you, they're gonna act like you, and they're gonna think that that's okay, even if it's a joke. Like, you like really impressionable kids watching you, they're gonna think it's okay to like talk to women like that. Or
yeah, I think that's just the main idea. Is that, you know, if you start getting that kind of viewership, you just gotta you can't.
Yeah, there's like higher expectations when you're like a role model like that.
Kid or not, right? You just got responsibility now. You can't. That's not up to you anymore. It's the way it is.
I definitely think he has room to grow and like mature. Like I don't think he should be like immediately shut down. I feel like it should be a learning lesson for him and give him a chance to bounce back. And
completely agree. Agree. If they shut him out completely, that's fucked up. You gotta help people, man. You gotta work on him a little bit.
Both of them agree that yes, though that he is a kid, and though he might have crossed the line, we have to give people a chance to show that they can improve and can go back and see that the actions of their past might not have been the most ethical or the something that they're proud of. We have to give them time to change and adapt to it and show that they can become better people for it. It was cool to see that PK and Nikki were talking about once you really get a large following in that large community, you are held to a higher standard. And they're probably talking about that from their own POV, that they can't say the things that they probably want to say or do the things that they kind of want to do because of the platform that they have and the community that they have. And they're talking to this kid, Speed, gets about 70K a stream just for turning the stream on. I mean, that's just wild to me.
you know he gets like 70K live viewers every day on YouTube and doing whatever the hell. Like, he's not even playing games sometimes. He's just doing, fucking around with 70K live viewers.
That's crazy.
But he might throw that away if he.
Bro, I literally like before this whole thing, I had no idea. I mean, I don't really watch YouTube like that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'll go click on Timmy or Doc every now and then, but
yeah. I think he's their biggest like gaming.
Jimmy, I invited you. Yeah, if he's getting that kind of viewership, I guess the guy's name is Speed. Yeah, he's like a little kid.
And I never even heard of this kid. I get on YouTube all the time. And Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Disrespect, Courage, those are my guys. Those are my gamers that I follow. I'd never even heard of this kid. And I love hearing the stories of people who have, millions of followers, who have these big influential communities, and we've never even heard of him. So for Speed, even though he came out with his apology, you guys saw how I felt about his apology. I didn't really like it that much. I still want to see how this kid is going to take this situation that he's been giving and turn it into an opportunity to thrive on. Because he's been handed a bag of lemons. Is he going to be able to make lemonade out of it? The fun part was when Nick Merckx was talking about, man, we really need to get Jake Lucky and Kimstar in a boxing ring and let him go at it. And they even referred to Jake as freaking Tarzan.
I gotta get Keem and Jake. I gotta get Keem and Jake in the ring. PK.
Oh yeah.
I know.
Keemstar versus Jake.
That would be really a fair fight. Jake. I feel like Jake's an animal.
Huh?
I don't know. I feel like he'd go crazy on Keem. Keem's what, pushing 50? Jake looks like he's fit.
Yeah, but all it takes is the shot of the jaw. I mean, we have no idea if the guy with the long hair can fucking fight. You know, who knows?
True.
I mean, could he be a little Tarzan? Maybe.
And you even had Twitter's golden boy Jake Lucky comment on the situation. He said that if he was ever going to get into a ring with Keemstar, he'd have to lose a lot of weight. In other words, saying honoring Jab for calling him a fat ass.
I'm not going to be the one to challenge the older man to get into the ring. Obviously, don't like Keemstar. He obviously very much hates me. The way he treated this entire situation, I have never seen so much hate and harassment in my entire life. I wasn't even blaming Speed. I was blaming Keemstar. The things that he put me through in this situation, painting me as a racist, has been like the worst week of my life. 2 weeks now, actually. It's been pretty bad. So if the old man wants to challenge me, maybe that could be a thing. He's not going to, though. Like, it's not going to happen. He's not going to fight me. And even if he did want to fight me, I mean, the dude would have to lose a lot of weight for that to even be a consideration from me. But I'm not going to be the one to challenge that old guy anytime soon.
Keemstar to me feels like a man who's losing his popularity and is trying anything and everything in his power to stay in that limelight, because that's how he's made his living up until this point. But if I was Nick Merckx and Cypher PK, that would be my main event. I'd be selling tickets for Keemstar versus Jake Lucky. And then for the undercard, I would have New York Subliners Aiden versus this kid named Vape. Really Vapular, but we're just going to call him Vap for short. Aiden sent out to the TL that watch out, if you guys are going to be doing these wagers, that you might want to be watching out for this Vap kid, who says he has almost $90,000 in earnings, but Aiden feels like he's been scammed out of this $2,500 that he feels like he won in wagers. And like with anything, it was received mixed. Some people were saying, you know, like, hey, don't even compete in wagers if you can't afford to lose the money. And then some people were saying that Aiden shouldn't have called this guy out on the timeline like that, and it should have been held behind the scenes. However, Aiden is not a new kid around the block, and he's been doing these wagers for a while now. So if he called somebody out on the timeline, it's probably because he felt like that money wasn't ever going to get back to him. So Vap had to go out on the timeline, make a twit longer, call it the Aiden situation, and say that he was banned from Cash App and PayPal, and then he had to do a wire transfer to send that money directly to Aiden. Now, I can think of a couple different issues. You know, you have Venmo, you have a couple other ways to send money nowadays. However, it was so bad for Vap that he feels like he needs to take a step away from gaming and tournaments in general. So let me know who else needs to be on these undercards in this streaming boxing match. I think Nick Merckx and PK as promoters, I think that's fantastic. You can get Tim the Tatman and Courage JD to be the commentators, and you could even have Ninja with his blue ass hair being the ring girl, letting everybody know what card it is, and he can floss in between. That's no disrespect to Ninja, please don't get mad at me. I just think that was funny. Okay, with that being said, I hope you guys have a great freaking day. It's Friday, so happy Friday to everybody, except if you're the type of person who likes to 4-stack buildings and camp rooftops in Warzone on Rebirth Island. For that, I would say stop holding each other's dicks and go out and get some kills. But with that said, next week we're getting a ton of content. I'm so excited. So enjoy your weekend, enjoy your Friday, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.